Experts believe that Iran-backed Houthi rebels are holding several crew members that were on board a cargo ship in the Red Sea that was attacked in recent days. At least 3 crew were killed during the attack, while others were left adrift in the water. The Eternity Sea is the second ship to be attacked and sunk by the militia group in less than a week. So what will be the impact on global shipping and trade? Amanda Bradfield is the head of international freight and logistics at the Freight and Trade Alliance, and she joins me now. Amanda, good evening and good to have you with us today. Now, there have also been more than 100 attacks by the Houthis, targeting commercial vessels, and we've seen these attacks in the Red Sea over the past few days. So, do commercial shipping vessels consider the risks when going through troubled waters like the Red Sea?
Absolutely, they do. I can only really speak for the containerised shipping. They've actually been dealing with this since I think it was end of 2023, when one of the first vessels got hijacked. Actually, so since then, the global containerised trade has actually changed the way in which they move their vessels around, and they're now moving via the Cape of Good Hope instead of moving through the Suez Canal.
Yes, and of course, one of the more important things here is the welfare of the sailors on board. And unfortunately, we have seen deaths. Are shipping workers in this case, even in the movement of containers, are they aware of the risks that are involved?
Yeah, they are aware of the risks involved, but I can't think it's very fair that they go to work and this, they have to face these sorts of things coming at them. I mean, it's one of those things where global shipping, it takes up about 80% to 90% of trade around the world. And these are the seafarers that we're putting in jeopardy day in, day out.
Yes, and in the current climate in the Red Sea, are there shipping companies that would decide that they won't be going through, or more ships will not be going through that Red Sea waterway?
Yeah, that's right. So the Red Sea waterway has definitely dropped in container movement during the last 2 years. Now, with this attacks coming through, it's actually been in quite a lull since the end of last year. And the lull was making a lot of shipping lines think that it actually might be a possibility to return to the Red Sea. But now, of course, this has completely shattered everyone. And, what was the fragile calm is now the focus of the world's critical shipping corridor.
Yes, and what sort of impacts do incidents like this, not just the Red Sea, but also, the Straits of Hormuz would have on the global shipping industry?
Yeah, so apparently we're looking at the oil prices at the moment. They're currently steady. But these attacks have just only happened, of course, in the last few days. There's obviously the usual rise and fall that we're expecting there. But for global shipping as a whole, we have to adjust to longer transit times for cargo, and also some increased charges, as surcharges are applied by the shipping lines.
Yes, and does that have a sort of an inflationary impact down the line, going down through to consumers?
Yeah, absolutely. There's definitely a knock-on effect to consumers. Shippers and buyers around the world have actually adjusted really well to this because, like I said, they've been dealing with it for quite some time now. But of course, these new waves that are coming through makes everyone go on edge a lot more.
Yes, and of course, alliances for global shipping, they've been increasing their calls for more maritime security in the region, or more robust security in that region. Who's responsible for that?
I believe it's the countries around there. I know that there's one particular shipping line that has actually put a few vessels through there, a few container ships, and they've actually been assisted by the Navy through that area. The vessel that was recently attacked, the Eternity Sea, actually had 3 security members on board as well. So they have to beef up their security through that area if they are going to go through it, which of course costs a lot more money as well.
Yes, and do you think that will be factoring, that is something that shipping companies will have to factor now, going through those areas and perhaps other troubled waters in the world, that is perhaps a reality that they have to deal with?
Yeah, absolutely. The insurance costs for vessels through that area has actually tripled since these attacks just a couple of days. So that's a major cost for the shipping lines, and of course a major cost for consumers heading down that line.
Okay, Amanda Bradfield, thanks very much for explaining it all to us. Thank you.
Not a worry. Thank you very much.